All right, it's 7:24. I'll entertain a motion to enter back into regular session.
Make a motion.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Rhodes, second by Councilman O'Connell. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. All right, I'd like to entertain a motion to approve the July 22nd, 2024 Common Council meeting minutes.
Motion.
Councilman at Large Hockenberry,
Second.
second by Councilman Vicarello. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed?
I was there for that one.
Motion.
Oh, no.
Abstain?
Abstain.
Jackie, abstain, and Stanley, abstain.
Okay.
This is for July 20, or was it?
Second.
22nd.
Yeah, for
22nd.
three of them, I need 3 abstentions.
Okay.
No, I'm on the list, the next two.
Yes.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. We have the abstentions worked out. Entertain a motion to approve the August 12th, 2024 minutes.
Make a motion.
Second.
Councilman Rhodes, second by Councilman O'Connell. Any abstentions?
One.
Councilman Oni? Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Finally, I'd like to entertain a motion, look to entertain a motion for the August 16th, 2024 special meeting minutes.
Make a motion.
Councilman Rhodes, second by Councilwoman Fuller. Any abstentions?
I have to abstain.
I abstain.
There's a special meeting in the afternoon on
Yeah.
the work day.
We know you're not there.
Okay.
Gary and Jackie,
I made it.
abstain.
Okay.
Okay?
Any discussion?
So enough to pass it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. All right. Yeah. All right, I'm going to turn it over to Councilman Vicarello for the executive session material.
Excuse me. At this point, I'd like to make a motion for the common council to resolve to extend the paid administrative leave of an employee pending further action by the city council. And I will get you the employee's number as soon as I get it.
Second.
Second by Councilman at Large Hockenberry. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. All right, Code, Councilman Vicarello.
Thank you, Mayor. First order of business, I would like to make a motion to approve local law number 6 of 2024. Adopt. Local law number 6 of 2024, which we spoke of previously, to amend the vacant building fees.
Second.
Second by Councilman Siegel. Any
Discussion, please.
discussion? Can turn over to Corporation Council.
Just to note for the record, this is a type 2 action under the seeker regulations, as updating the code under I believe it's 17 C 26. So there's no further environmental review required, and to have that be made as part of the motion. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Continuing on.
I'd like to, you all should have received the building officials report. I'd like to make a motion to approve that.
Second.
Second by Councilman O'Connell. Any discussion on the building official report? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
Okay, the code committee did not meet on September 3rd. We did not have a quorum. The next meeting will be October 2nd. I do work very hard to have my meetings and reschedule them if necessary. So please, if you cannot make any of the committee meetings, please let the chair know ahead of time so we can attempt to reschedule and we don't waste people's time by coming here during the evening and sitting here and not being able to have a meeting. And that's all I have under code.
Police.
You all should have received the monthly police report. And make a motion to approve that.
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Fuller. Any discussion on the police report?
Fuller changed.
Was it Maria? All right, any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
And I'd like to make a motion to approve the rabies clinic on October 27th, 2024.
Second that.
Sponsored by the Animal Control.
Second by Councilman Siegel. Any discussion on the rabies clinic?
It's being held at Engine 4.
I was just gonna say, where
This is being held at Engine 4.
Yeah, it's typically at Engine
Yes.
4.
Sure, time for that?
I do not have the times.
Okay,
It's
we'll,
only
we'll,
like a 2-hour.
But it'll all be
Yeah.
posted.
we'll get the flyer up on the city website and also on the Facebook page. All right, let's vote on that. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
Could I say something about that? It's a great opportunity for people in the community. We do that at least annually. And if you have an animal that needs to be taken care of, please try to attend that. Thank you.
Okay,
And the police committee last met August 27th. We've addressed what went over there. And the next police committee meeting will be September 19th here in the council chambers, 6 o'clock. And that's all for police.
all right, thank you. Planning, zoning, and recreation.
Thank you,
Councilman
Mayor.
O'Connell.
So the recreation update, the youth center recreation room is now open from 2 PM to 6 PM, Monday through Friday. They plan on beginning our teen night program in October. Teen night will be Friday evenings from 6 PM to 9 PM for middle school and high school students. Port Jervis Recreation is sponsoring a bus trip on September 29th, 2024 to see the New York Jets take on the Denver Broncos. Tickets are available. Here are the details. Charter bus leaves port next to Walgreens at 7:15 AM. Bus returns to port approximately 7:30 PM. Seats, mezzanine, section 221A, cost $220 per person per bus ticket. We are organizing our own tailgate this year. Costs for tailgate approximately $30 per person. Tailgate will be right at our bus. Music plays, plus a post-game tailgate as well. If interested, email us at recreationdirector@portjervisnewyork.gov. The next Recreation Commission meeting is scheduled for Wednesday, September 18th at 6:15 PM at the Youth Center. Zoning last minute, a pre-submission for area variance for an addition. The public hearing will be at the next zoning meeting on Tuesday, October 1st at 7 PM in the council chambers. Planning hasn't met yet. They'll meet next on September 17th at 7 PM in the council chambers. That's all I have. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Finance, Councilwoman Fuller.
Thank you, Mayor. We do have bills to be paid from the general fund, $213,801.54. From the water fund, $39,354.43. From the sewer fund, $2,246.73. From the capital fund, $53,060.34. And from trust and agency, $600, for a total of $309,063.04. Some larger items to note from the general water and sewer funds: Magna 5 for $19,664, Global Montello Group for $6,728.31, Avenue Insights for the computer software for clerk's office, $13,990.66, Port Jervis School Tax Collector for $65,209.90. From the capital fund, we had MHE Engineering for $22,076.78, FAR Engineering for $18,204.08, Island Tech Services for $7,414, and Carol Gallagher Esquire for $3,330. I'd like to make a motion that we pay the bills.
Second.
Motion by Councilwoman Fuller, second by Councilman O'Connor. Any discussion on the bills? All's in favor? All's opposed? Motion carries.
Our next finance meeting will be held on September 18th at 6:30 here in the council chambers. And that's all I have, Mayor.
All right. Fire and Emergency Management, Councilman Rhodes.
Thank you, Mayor. From the fire department, removal of membership from Delaware Engine Company Number 2, Bryce Sotelo, rather. Look at it, please.
Yeah, sure.
I make that a motion.
Second.
Second by Councilman Siegel. Any discussion on involuntary resignation? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
And the next is a roast beef dinner on 10/19/24 for Mahogama Hook and Ladder. I make that a motion.
Second.
Second by Councilman Siegel. Any discussion on the roast beef dinner? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
And the next emergency management meeting is September 16th. On the calendar, it says museum. It's gonna be here unless something changes, unless I hear anything. So we'll plan it here. Usually what happens is IDA is usually, if they're still going on in here, we do move it into the mayor's conference room. So right now it's, like I said, on the calendar, it says the fire museum. We're gonna plan on having it here unless I find out anything different. So that's the 16th at 6:30 here in the chambers. And that's all I have, Mayor.
Okay, ADA, Councilman Owen.
No, Mayor, the committee has not met.
Okay, CDA, Councilwoman Dennison.
Thank you, Mayor. Report to the CDA last met on August 28th at the rec center. Under Section 8, 364 families remain on the wait list. The city was approved for registration as a New York State pro-housing community. Grant specific, this will provide grant submission eligibility to some grants and perhaps extra scoring points on others. The contract for the $1 million USDA Urban Community Forestry Grant via the Sustainable Forestry Initiative was executed. The next PJ CDA meeting will be held at the Rec Center on September 25th, 2024 at 7 p.m. After speaking with the risk representative and engineer Jim Farr, I suggest a change in the motion to address the Reservoir 1 spillway and 24-inch water main at an hourly rate of $110 per hour. I make a motion for engineer James Farr to provide the items necessary to complete the technical grant contract for resilient investments through support and capital, known as RISC, and in coordination with New York State Homes and Community Renewal, develop the RFP and procurement documents for publication.
We have a second.
Second.
Second by Councilman Rhodes. Any discussion? This is in regards to the $200,000 risk grant that we were awarded back a couple months ago, and this is for mapping purposes for our 24-inch main feeder line that comes off the water filtration plant through Reservoir Avenue, which we believe is underneath the spillway. So it will need to be mapped, and that's what the engineer is for. And then once it's mapped, we will again put it out to grant to see if we could start procuring funds from the federal and the state to look to rehab and then hopefully rebuild the spillway in addition to replacing the 24-inch feeder line. I apologize for my voice tonight. Any other further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
And that's all I have, Mayor.
Okay.
Wait,
Yeah, there was two motions in there.
So the email correspondence with Valerie today was to just combine it into one.
On the agenda, there's two steps. They combine.
Yeah, to combine
So
it
you
all
only
into
need
just one resolution instead of separating them.
okay, so the RFP
I think that's what
procurement
he was asking.
and the engineer services was in that motion.
Yes, sir. Okay, Housing and Veterans, Councilman Siegel.
Thank you, Mayor. The last meeting of the Housing Authority was August 27th. The next meeting is scheduled for September 24th at 7 p.m. at Hillside Terrace. There is construction going on at Hillside Terrace, so if you visit or you live there, please be careful around the construction area. Next Senior Club meetings are the 25th of September and October 9th and October 23rd at 1 p.m. at the Fellowship Hall in West End. They meet earlier than 1 p.m. if you're desiring to have some fellowship with other seniors before the meeting. Veteran information. During September, VA researchers will be reaching out to Gulf era veterans. This is part of a long-term health study called the Gulf War Era Cohort Study. The VA will send out invitations to pre-selected veterans for this study. They want to learn about how the health of Gulf War era veterans has changed over time and about chronic conditions such as Gulf War illnesses and neurological issues as well as cancers and long COVID. This current survey will help the VA better understand the health of veterans who did or did not deploy to the 1990-91 Gulf War Theater of Operations. If you receive a survey, please consider participation. On a personal note, today marks 1 year since I had a stroke. I want to thank Dr. O'Connor, the doctors, the nurses, and the staff at Garnett, Sharon and the kids, my friends and others that helped and supported and encouraged me throughout this journey. My sincerest thanks to all that were involved in that. Thank you very much. And the inspirational quote of the day, and I have two actually. The most most of the important things in the world have been accomplished by people who kept trying when there seemed to be no hope at all. And that was Dale Carnegie, who, by the way, built the first library in America in Port Jervis on Pike Street. And the other one is, I am no longer accepting the things that I cannot change. I am changing the things that I cannot accept. And those are my two inspirational quotes, and thank you very much for listening.
Excellent job. All right, tourism, Councilman at Large Hockenberg.
Thank you, Mayor. This is from Maria. Tourism has not met since their last meeting. The board would like to thank everyone who attended last night's Italian festival. Mayor Seclise for presenting Lou Latini with his proclamation, all the vendors, volunteers, DPW, police, and EMS. The 31st annual Fall Foliage Festival will be held downtown on Sunday, September 22nd, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. with over 100 vendors, food, entertainment, and a classic car show. The next tourism meeting will be held on Thursday, September 19th at 7 p.m. here in the council chamber. And she says, thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
On
DPW.
Thank you, Mayor.
All right.
On the week of September 9th, garbage, recycling, and paper pickup will be on its normal schedule. On the week of September 16th, garbage, recycling, and paper pickup will also be on its normal schedule. 2024 garbage schedule is available at the city website, www.portjervisny.gov, or by emailing the DPW office at dpwclerk@portjervisny.gov. Compost pile and dump tickets are now open every Saturday from 7:15 a.m. until 11:30 a.m. Street sweeping is ongoing throughout the city. Citywide bag leaf pickup every Monday until completion. In-place paving has finished in all 2nd and 4th wards. Citywide line striping will be completed in the next few weeks. Don't drive on the new yellow lines. Make your paint on your car. In-house blacktop will begin in all wards, potholes, and ditches. And no, that's not all I have.
Have one.
Oh, you were gonna read that, right? No, we're gonna hire somebody.
Part-time seasonal.
Yeah. So, I don't have it.
Right. Do you need the
I'm
person
not
or
sure,
it's
it's
just
behind you.
This is for the other.
Yeah, I have that one.
Okay.
So at DPW meeting this evening, we discussed hiring a part-timer to fill the vacancy that was created by the resignation of another part-timer. Part-timer we're gonna hire, was a city employee working under rec up until last week when his hours ran out in rec, so. I don't have the information. Not gonna lie. It's not on my paper.
It gets worse
Yep, I'll
as you
get it.
grow
You
older.
want me to just call?
Hold on a second. Joan,
You want me to just?
Joan,
Yes. If they,
can you come up real quick?
yes.
Gotta press you into service here.
Move your button.
Name your grants. Thank you.
Thank you. Here we go. So I would like to make a motion this time to hire Aiden McBride as part-time DPW employee to work through the end of his hours that were vacated by the employee that resigned.
Second that.
Second by Councilman Siegel. Any discussion on the hiring of the part-time seasonal laborer?
Same hourly rate?
Same out.
Same hourly rate.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Very good. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The motion carries.
Thank you.
Do we have a start date or not?
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Come on.
I didn't even have a name a minute ago. I'll get you a start date, but he's already once employed here, so his transition will be simple.
Joan, when would your grandson like to start?
Yeah, that's what I said.
All right.
Make it effective tomorrow.
Very good. All right, under Mayor's correspondence, I'd like to reappoint Kathy Potter to the Board of Assessment Review.
No, you didn't do it.
I'll do it. I'll do it. I'd also like to appoint Jeff Lewis as an alternate zoning board member to fill a vacancy that we recently had. Okay. Also, we have an application for a public assembly permit. This is from Grace Community Church. This is for their annual trunk or treat, which is going to be held on October 26, 2024. That is the same day as the Halloween parade, although Recreation Director Fagione has spoken with them and there is no conflict between the two events. They have all their necessary paperwork filled out. The department heads have agreed, and included with this, they have included their liability insurance. So I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Councilman Siegel, second by Councilman Vicarello. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Congressman Pat Ryan will have his representatives here in Port Jervis to meet with constituents on Monday, September 16, 2024. It will be held right here in the City Council chambers, and the hours will run between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. I'd like to also announce that the city will be having an electronic drop-off day on October 19th. We're going to hold it up at the landfill on Towpath Road. The hours of collection will be 9 a.m. through 3 p.m. If you're a city resident, you could bring there's a list of items here that you could bring up, including computers, TVs, printers, phones, audio equipment, medical equipment. We will get the full list out on the city website, including also on the Facebook page, and there will be more details to follow, including an official flyer. We're hoping that will be out tomorrow or the following day. I'd like to wish Maria Mann, who's homesick with us, happy birthday today. Although she's not here. So happy birthday, Maria. I don't think you're watching us, but if you are, I hope your night's going well for you. I'd also like to send my deepest sympathy and my condolences to Mike Ward. Mike Ward, who's the president of the PJ Outdoor Club. He does a lot for our city. His mother passed away this morning, and just want to let you know, Mike, we're thinking about you. And lastly, Laura Meyer, Jackie, you guys did an awesome job with that Italian festival. I don't want to say the name because Maria does it so well, and I wish she was here tonight to just do it one more time, but for the third year, it was absolutely outstanding. Fourth year, it was absolutely outstanding, and each year it keeps getting bigger and bigger. I must have missed a year. So thank you for what you do. Absolutely awesome. And Lou Rottini, you couldn't have picked a better king. You couldn't have. That was, he was genuinely surprised, and
You want to sing?
yeah, and he sang well.
And proud, he was very, very proud.
Okay, lastly, I'm just gonna, this is just a housekeeping item that we're just catching up with. This is a resolution of the Common Council of the City of Port Jervis. This is the updated designation of officers for the purposes of New York State Homes and Community Renewal, HCR. Whereas the City of Port Jervis Common Council recognizes the need for certain positions within the City of Port Jervis to be identified as per New York State, HCR, and other state agencies. Now therefore, be it resolved that the Common Council of the City of Port Jervis hereby authorizes the persons designated by position as responsible for the following offices: Fair Housing Office, Officer, Executive Director, Port Jervis CBA, Valerie Majinski. MWBE, Section 3 Coordinator, City Clerk Treasurer. ADA Grievance Coordinator, City Clerk Treasurer. Labor Standards Compliance Officer, Director, Department of Public Works. And I'll entertain a motion for these positions.
So moved. Second.
Councilman Lawrence Hockenberry, second by Councilman Rhodes. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
Start date for Aiden will be the 16th, next Monday, for the record.
Okay, let the record show September 16th start date. All right, adjournment.
So moved.
Councilman Siegel, Councilman Lawrence Hockenberry, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
9:16. I wrote 8:16. I'm like, wait a minute. All right, now I just missed the adjournment.
Me and Rhodes. Come watch it on Facebook if you want.